Hey, welcome back. We've got another knife review for you, and this one's from the guys at Kansept. There are a few knife companies that I really like, so I review a lot of their stuff. Kansept is one of them. We've reviewed the Bevy before, which is their kind of little EDC UK legal blade. This one is legal to own in the UK, it's legal to use in the right conditions, but you can't just wander around with it because it is a lock-in blade. As ridiculous as the law is, you know, it makes no difference to criminals, but that's the way it is. So if you guys are going to buy one of these, just beware that you do need a very good reason to carry something like this around, i.e. you are fishing, you are camping, you are using it for work. And I've had quite a lot of people in the comments say, you know, oh, I use like a knife 2 or 3 times a week for work, and the rest of the time I just leave it in the car or it stays in my pocket because I don't know when I'm going to use it for work. That will not be acceptable in a court of law. They're going to say, you know, you can take it to and from work, you can use it at work, you can take it to and from a camping trip, you can use it at the camping trip. You can't have it sat around, even if it's like a Leatherman with a lockout blade and you think, oh, I've got it sat around for emergency use. The law doesn't care about that. You know, if you've got a locking knife and you don't have a very good reason to have it in your possession, there and then you've got a big problem. So we have this, the BTF from Kansept. Really cool looking knife. We'll go into the design features in a second, and for all those that moan about, oh, it's a flipper or whatever, this one has this tab here, this thumb tab, which you can use to open the knife up. And we actually have a little bit of legislation, I guess you would call it. We had some confirmation off the government when the original assisted opening stuff was changed, and there's a lot of a grey area around that. Does it include the flipper tab? You know, is that considered to be some sort of auto opening feature? And when quizzed, I think it was the Home Secretary at the time was on record as saying they didn't consider thumb studs as a feature that would classify the knife as falling into the assisted opening, auto opening type device. So we know that thumb studs are completely legit. Frankly, we know that pretty much flippers are legit. I had one taken by customs and returned to me. I was quizzed by the police about that. They confirmed, yeah, the flipper part is not an automatic knife. I've spoken to the guys at Edgar Brothers who had a load of those on their site, and I think still have them on their site. And they confirmed, yeah, they've spoken to their solicitors. They were quite happy with that as well. They've actually had discussions with the police over that and not had any problems. So I don't have any issue with those things. They're still being openly sold by companies in the UK who have taken legal advice on the matter. But if you're that concerned, then obviously the thumb tabs have got backing from the government. You know, they say that knives with thumb tabs are less dangerous than flipper knives. So what do we have here? This is the BTF, the Basic Tanto Folder, designed by Rolf Helbig, and he was very taken with a Quaken knife he looked at, which is like a small Tanto-esque fixed blade, and he really wanted to design something, a folding knife that kind of mimicked some of the design features of that. One of the design features of the Quaken is this curved back edge, so you've got a very nice curve on there. You've obviously got a very nice Tanto blade that we can see there, and then as you can see on this beautiful handle material, it's actually scalloped, so really nice fit on the hand, but that is designed to replicate the traditional bamboo handle that you'd find on a Quaken type dagger. Now this is carbon fibre scales on here, so they are supposed to be very lightweight. He wanted to keep the whole thing lightweight, which it is. And you've got a blade, again high quality material, CPM S35VN, and it's very sharp. Now if we can demonstrate on there, you can see my arm hair jumping off. Nice bald spot now, and you can see it's taken plenty of that off. So incredibly sharp. One of the interesting designs on this knife, which at first you might think your eyes are deceiving you, but the pocket clip is just slightly offset. So that is designed is to keep the knife pretty much aligned in your pocket, because normally the pocket clips being completely straight always force the knife to sit at a bit of an angle in the pocket. This offset is just designed to keep it a little bit more comfortable in the pocket, maybe a little bit more easy to get out. The materials on this are fantastic. The action is really good, as you can see. It is a liner lock, very, very reliable. Everyone's used a liner lock before. You're just gonna push that over, push the liner over, and then it shuts up. Easy to use one-handed. The thumb, you can kind of get hold of the sides, which have a little bit of jimping just on the side there, enough to give a bit of traction on the thumb, and then you can just swing that straight out. If you wanted to fit a lanyard, you could actually put it through that bolster, which I'm guessing is kind of designed exactly for that. The blade on this is really, really nice. As we said, obviously Tanto. It's got a slightly less of a kind of angle on there. It's slightly rounded, but still very Tanto-esque. It's got that small sharpening choil there, so that ensures you've got a lot of life in this one. Quality blade material. It's a flat grind, and the blade on this is 3.24 inches long. So not only would it fall outside of the criteria for UK legal carry as it locks, but it's also over 3 inches. So even if it didn't lock, it would still fall outside. It wouldn't be exempt from UK knife law. I really, really love this knife. It's a beautiful colour, really, really nice and easy to hold. The simplicity of the design is really what makes it, you know, it's nice and easy to fit in and out of the pocket. It's not going to get stuck on anything. There's no particular edges. It's all nice and smooth. It's very, very nice in the hand, very sort of tactile. You know, it's quite pleasant to hold, and then the action on it is absolutely awesome, as I've said. So I thoroughly recommend. Now, given the quality materials that are used in this, I actually think this is a bargain. It's up on the Kansept site. I'll stick a link down below in the description. Up on there for about $98. They normally sell these at Heine as well. Hopefully they'll get some in stock. They haven't currently got any of the BTFs in stock at the moment, but I will chuck a link up to the Kansept store. $98, great price on this. There will obviously be some shipping if you order from Kansept, so you have to take that into account. But even with the shipping, I would say this is an absolute bargain of a knife. Considering the quality of manufacture, quality of materials, it is absolutely awesome. I'm actually doing a giveaway on this knife. This will be on my Instagram, so if you like this video and then you go over to my Instagram, take a look at that, you'll see a post on there. If you just put a heart on that, like that as well, and that will basically enter you into the draw, and in a couple of weeks time we'll draw a winner out and someone will be sent this exact knife. If you're not lucky enough to win it, I still strongly suggest you guys buy one, whether you be a knife collector, a home user, or someone who does have really good and responsible use for such a knife in your outdoor activities. I hope you enjoyed the review. A pretty short one, but like the design, it's minimalist. Take care. I'll catch you all next time.